Let us begin with words that have traveled across millennia. Words that carry immense weight and provoke deep thought. They come from the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. These words can feel jarring to our modern ears. They sound harsh, perhaps even cruel. But what if we have been looking at them through the wrong lens? What if their true meaning is not about anger or punishment, but about a love so deep it is willing to do the hard work of guidance? We must journey back in time to understand their origin. These words are attributed to King Solomon, a man renowned for his unparalleled wisdom. He reigned over Israel around the 10th century BCE, a time vastly different from our own. Life was agrarian, communal, deeply intertwined with the natural world. The language they used was rich with metaphor, drawing from everyday experiences. What is this rod that Solomon speaks of? Our modern minds immediately conjure an image of a stick used for physical punishment. This interpretation has cast a long and often painful shadow over the verse. But in the biblical world, the rod, or shebet in Hebrew, was a tool of profound significance, especially for a shepherd. It was an extension of the shepherd's will and his care. It was not primarily an instrument of harm, but an instrument of guidance. A shepherd's life was dedicated to the well-being of his flock. The rod was essential to that mission. Imagine a shepherd guiding his flock across rugged terrain. He would use his rod to gently tap a sheep, nudging it back onto the safe path and away from a dangerous cliff. He might use it to fend off predators that threatened his precious animals. The rod was also used to count the sheep. The rod was used to inspect them for injury or disease. It ensured each one was accounted for and cared for. It was a tool of intimate connection, a constant, reassuring presence. Seeing the rod only as a weapon for hitting is to miss its far richer and more compassionate purpose. Therefore, when Solomon uses the metaphor of the rod in the context of parenting, he is invoking this powerful image of the shepherd. The rod of a parent is their entire toolkit of guidance, authority, instruction. The verse connects love directly with discipline. He that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. This is perhaps the most misunderstood part of the teaching. In our world, discipline is often associated with anger, punishment, and control. It is something done to a child when a parent is frustrated or has lost their patience. But the biblical concept of chastening is entirely different. It is not about venting parental anger. It is about nurturing a child's character. It is a deliberate, thoughtful act performed for the child's ultimate good, rooted in deep and unwavering love. True, loving discipline is never about inflicting pain for its own sake. It is about teaching crucial life lessons. Think of a toddler reaching for a hot stove. A loving parent will firmly say, "No," and move the child away. That firm correction, that boundary, is an act of love designed to prevent a far greater pain. Allowing the child to touch the stove out of a desire to not upset them would be a failure of love. The correction might cause a moment of frustration for the child, but it protects them from severe harm. This is chastening in its purest form. So, how does this ancient wisdom apply to the complex challenges of parenting in the 21st century? Our world is filled with digital cliffs, virtual predators, yet the role of the parent as a shepherd remains more critical than ever. The rod of guidance is not outdated, it's what we need to navigate the modern wilderness. Today's rod includes setting limits on screen time, teaching digital citizenship, monitoring online interactions to protect children from cyberbullying and harmful content. Consider the challenge of entitlement. In an age of instant gratification, kids think they should have what they want, when they want it. The loving parent uses their rod to chasten that mindset. This might look like assigning regular chores, or saying no to an expensive unearned gadget. These actions aren't deprivation, they're inoculation. They prepare a child for a life that requires effort, patience, and a grateful heart. It's the hard, holy work of shepherding a soul. In the end, this single verse from Proverbs offers a universe of wisdom. It reframes our entire understanding of discipline, moving it from the realm of anger, moving it from the realm of punishment, into the realm of love, into the realm of guidance. It reminds us that the rod is not a weapon to break a child's spirit. It is a shepherd's tool to guide their heart. To withhold this guidance out of fear, to withhold it out of convenience, is not an act of kindness. It is an abdication of the sacred responsibility we have as parents. It is a failure to love completely. The message transcends time, It transcends culture. It transcends parenting trends, because it is rooted in a fundamental truth about human nature. We all need guidance. We all need boundaries to feel secure. We all need correction to grow. Children, in their formative years, need these things most of all. So the next time you face the difficult task of correcting your child, remember the image of the shepherd. You are not a punisher. You are a guide. You are not acting out of anger. You are acting out of a love so profound it is willing to do what is hard for a purpose that is beautiful. For in the gentle, consistent, and loving application of your guidance, you are not just stopping a bad behavior. You are shaping a life. You are building a future. You are giving your child the greatest gift of all, a compass for their soul.
How can you apply the message of this verse to strengthen your faith today?
Thank you for watching. May God's Word continue to guide and strengthen you every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful Bible verses and life-changing messages. Only here on Bible Verses of Life. Stay blessed, stay faithful, and always keep God first.